people who let their mum count to zero. What happened after? She's currently on 1,125,899,906,842,624. I'll let you know if she ever gets there. Everything goes black and the last thing I see is my mother's slipper speeding toward me. Alright, I'm coming in late here, but this reminded me of the time I went the distance with my mum. My whole life we've rarely argued, and during my entire upbringing we only had a few actual fights. All of which were 100% my fault. The point I'm making is that my mum is a really sweet, genuine person who did an amazing job raising two boys on her own. When I was 12 I had a bad day and got home in a mood. I wasn't quite looking for a fight per se, but I was being a crabby, snappy, negative jerk. Mum put up with it for a while and then had enough. I can't recall the catalyst, but she wanted me to do something and I refused. So the count came, 3, 2, and I interjected, 1. Bitch. There was a stunned silence for a moment and then she looked at me with rage in her eyes. I'm sorry, I pleaded, but I had crossed the line and punishment was coming. She moved so fast, like a blur, and I was frozen. I was taller than her, but she scooped me up, thrust me in a chair and told me to wait there. Her voice had both ice and heat. How is that possible? She came back with a bar of ivory soap which she jammed into my mouth. It was gross, with high notes of bitter soap taste, but also a strange sickly sweetness that made me want to gag. And that's how I know that Dr. Pepper tastes like Robitussin with ivory soap, a splash of prune juice, and carbonated water. I think I got grounded as well, but the fear she instilled really did the trick. She was bluffing, but only the first time. Wooden spoon impact. Edit. I see a lot of people asking if I'm Italian, Irish or even Polish. Nope. American, but the art of the wooden spoon was taught through many generations in our family. I'm just thankful I never got the belt. Pussies. My mum started at 0. I had my sister's Hello Kitty belt imprint left on my ass. Tried it once. She gave a defeated sigh, then chuckled. Then she said something like, "You're getting too old." That was the day I became a man. I'll never forget my 32nd birthday. I'm gonna count again. 5.4. My ears are still ringing. Seriously, I got a minor case of tinnitus. She started counting to negative numbers. Half of my respiratory organs were destroyed. Oh Lord, she comin'. This is Reddit, not a Ouija board. I'll never know. She got to 7 and, being the resident smartass, I said, "Oh cool," showing off again. Mum, that went real well for me. She reset me to the factory settings. Not my mother, Bequays. She rarely disciplined me and my siblings, but my grandma, oh no. When I went to 0, I got her classic little old Asian lady move, a sock filled with pennies thrown at me at speeds I never thought possible. Shit hurted. Bold of you to assume that they are alive to tell their story. Asterisk. The chase of a lifetime that ended in a red-hot posterior. Asterisk. She yelled my name real loud.